couple of questions at the front. I'm here.
New backdrop.
Sarah, can we get your reaction to the reports overnight?
Sorry, can you say the first part of that again?
Can we get your reaction to the reports overnight that some of the investigators and Special Counsel Robert Mueller feel as though Attorney General Bill Barr's summary failed to acknowledge and detail some of the troubling
allegedly leaked confidential information? Look, I have full confidence in the Attorney General and his assessment. He's one of the most respected members of the law community in the country, and I think he's laid out very clearly what his assessment is, and I have full confidence in that. And look, let's not forget, Kristen, let's not forget that the people that have been involved in this process, they've wasted 2 years of their life, and they need to find a way to validate it. They've lost in 2016, they lost on the collusion battle, and now they're looking for any and everything they can to continue to attack this president because they have no message. They have nothing to talk and contrast with him, so the only idea they have is to attack the president. And clearly it's not working because he's doing quite well, and so is the country.
The law says
Sarah, can you confirm that if Democrats do get the president's tax returns, that there was no evidence of criminal activity in those returns? His former personal attorney has suggested the president committed tax fraud.
Look, I'm not aware of any of those ongoings. What I can tell you is the president's filled out hundreds of pages of a financial disclosure form, which puts all of his business dealings in that, like every other member of government has to do. And it gives you a great look at the president's financial holdings, his business, and how successful he was over the lifetime.
The law says the IRS has to give up the president's tax returns if the chairman of House Ways and Means requests. Will the president instruct the IRS to give up those tax returns, or will the president seek some type of a fight to keep those returns from being released?
Look, we're not interested in playing a bunch of political games like the Democrats in Congress clearly want to spend their time doing. The president's focus on actually solving real problems like the crisis at the border, dealing with health care and a number of other fronts. We're not engaging in that, and the president commented on it yesterday. I don't see any sense that that's changed since then.
For people who are concerned about the potential economic impact of a southern border closure, can you say definitively now that the president will not be shutting down the southern border this week, as he had tweeted?
Look, the president's still keeping that option on the table. Mexico has started to step up over the last week and engage at a higher level, which has been helpful. But if the crisis continues and it continues to grow, the president will have no choice, particularly if Democrats in Congress refuse to actually take national security seriously, as they have over the last 2 years. What we're seeing is exactly what the president said would happen. He said that we were at a breaking point. He said that we had a crisis on our border, and Democrats just played dumb and ignored it. They can't play dumb anymore because the border is being overrun. The wait times are 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to come across the border. We're having to move so much of the personnel from the ports of entry to other parts of the border because they've refused to act. There are simple things that they can do, simple things that we actually know that they support. They need to get serious about it. They need to work with the president so we don't have to take those types of drastic actions.
In terms of an immediate closure this week, Thursday or Friday?
Again, things are still being looked at. We're not closing the door on that at all, and we're keeping that option on the table. But again, as the president said yesterday, he is very well aware of the impact economically that it could have, but you can't put a price on the safety and security of the American people. That's the president's #1 priority, and he takes it seriously.